Yeah, but
I don't know.
that's I don't know.
What the whole making a gender swap for Kevin optional just seems like it goes like you fall into all the same problems we had with Eve, which is like everything needs to be done twice, and you can't ever really like it severely hamstrings what you can do story wise.
I mean, I
In
think we
terms of
were
how
still
you
pretty
address some
flexible.
issues.
I think we were still pretty flexible with Eve's story. I think Grace was more of a hindering than Eve being a trans in an alternate route. Like, I feel like Grace is, I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't think it was to her update's detriment in the end, but it was a lot more work to make and come up with ideas that did work for both scenarios and for the multiple variants of every sex scene she has.
I mean, we can just have a platonic route for Kevin, where you're just his bud.
Yeah, but what's the
it's gonna
benefit of
pop
doing
there.
his story then? Like, that's the point. Like, people
Exactly, no
are finishing
one will vote
stories.
for that.
Yeah, people are finishing
Oh.
stories to reach, like, sex, right?
The non-platonic version is there for people who want the gay sex, which is fine. And then there can be other characters in his stories. We don't have Kevin fleshed out enough to know who those characters are right now.
Yeah, I did an easy solution. Just fuck his mom. Or Kevin has a sister or something.
But then you're forced then into having to invent side characters that are strong enough to basically equal a main route, which is tough.
Is Amanda suggesting we wingman for Kevin and help him find someone
Yeah.
as an alternative?
If we wanted to add like a Kevin story and a Kevin route, then maybe we do it incrementally, as in we do like as part of like normal updates that people vote for other characters, we'd add like a few quests to Kevin's story as part of them, rather than a solely focused Kevin update cycle. And then the content does get added bit by bit, and eventually it's all there, but it's not like a 4 or 5 month update window of this is just going to be Kevin and lots of people aren't interested.
Unless you make a female version of Kevin that's super hot,
I'd rather not.
and or you choose to just fuck Kevin as is. The same way we treated Eve. Although I think
Yeah.
the stories would be pretty different. It's like Eve is just like a scar versus penis, but a whole female Kevin is like...
Are you willing to do that much artwork?
I mean, if it's like a fun story and it's pretty hilarious and it's good, yeah, sure.
But it's the same art either way. Either making a female version of Kevin or making a character in Kevin's story that is female.
Yeah, but depending on how that happens, right? Like, let's say we have to put in the story how Kevin turns into a woman. Like, how does that translate to the Kevin just keep staying a male, right? You know what I mean? It's like the falling in love and whatever events occur to like the romance part of it. Yeah, it could be the exact same. It's just you swap female Kevin for regular Kevin, and the sex scenes would need quite a lot of heavy changing because we can't just put a pair of tits on his regular body and be done with it.
We can.
So like the sex scene would require a lot of work, more than Eve did, and the whole changing him into a girl would be more work, I think. But other than that, it'd be pretty, I don't know. It would definitely be more work than Eve, for sure. It has to be.
And unless you're going to branch to entirely divergent sex scenes, you're going to get stuck with the same problem as Eve, which is that a non can never take it because he always has to be giving it in one version. So it's just easier to make him give it in the other version as well.
Yeah. Well, we could always do one extra scene for the male version, where Kevin is a male. It's not that big of a deal.
Sploosh, what were you saying?
I was going to say that, like, if we make Kevin's story and it's all about the, being his buddy and then the option to
romance,
be gay with him.
Yeah.
Like, that's a story in and of its own. And then if you want to make a female version of Kevin, that's like a whole nother story. Like it's not like you can just make one story and in one of them Kevin's female.
That's what
Like,
we're
that
saying.
doesn't work.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
That's why I don't like the idea of female Kevin.
Yeah.
I would much rather just do a character in his, whether it's a sister or a grandma or a mom or something, or maybe he just has a friend who's female that's at the gym or something.
So you get to sex his mom or him, basically. You choose.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah, so make it
or both. Yeah.
Yeah, so how we have the splitting routes currently for Mia and Eric. So just have a splitting route for Kevin then?
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be split. It would just be two options.
It would still be Kevin's story.
Yeah.
It would just have a character in it that you could romance if you didn't want to romance Kevin.
It's not a split story in this case, though. Oshigo.
Right.
What I mean by split story is choose which character you want to go for.
Yeah, it's just...
It'd be like Odette.
Yeah.
Like Odette is a part of Eve's story, and you can have sex with Odette, but she's not like the main focus of the story. Like it's Eve's story.
Yeah, so, but with Kevin, we would add an option of just not to go for him at all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they're basically platonic options, I guess. But if you to gender swap Kevin, that's at the point you have that's like Sploosh said, two separate stories with a split. Because if you're gonna gender swap him, you can't then just not deal with him having been gender swapped. So, but that also makes no sense if he's not gender swapped. So, like, there's this whole thing that would run throughout his story that you can't not deal with, but doesn't exist in the other branch at all, which is why it'd be so divergent.
I mean, you could also throw in cross-dressing. It's another option.
Also, how do we do it so that it's not insulting to gay people?
Why? What do you mean?
Just don't insult gay people, Sploosh. It's easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like
sex and the romance.
What is
insulting in a way, isn't it?
What is insulting?
Like the idea that you don't accept him as he is, and so you completely change his gender.
Oh, I see. You're talking about the gender swap angle.
Yeah.
In that case, yes, I agree.
Okay, but
like it doesn't insult me. I'm just asking. Like, is that insulting to gay men?
What if it's just Kevin wants to do it? Like, he's the one doing it because he wants to, have sex with the main character or something.
Then how does that become a player choice?
Because you can choose to have sex with him either way.
Either Kevin wants to be a girl, or Kevin is just a gay man.
Maybe Kevin is just having fun and trying shit out, and you're fooling around, and you get to say yes or no to it. That's it. It's not some complicated thing.
So I'm trying to understand what it is you're suggesting. So you're saying it would still effectively be gay route in so much as the romance would be two guys, but then when it gets to the sex scenes, Kevin likes taking a magic pill and turning into a woman to get fucked, and then goes back to normal.
I don't know. Listen. I'm just, throwing ideas there, like, to make everybody happy. It's, I don't know, man. We'd have to think about it, but it would be one option. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's either that or we make everything just, you either have sex with Kevin and you say yes or you don't, and that's it, And then you have sex with his mom instead, another MILF, Like, I don't know, whatever.
You could have the option of a romance with Kevin, or you could have the option of being his wingman and finding a guy for him.
Yeah, but then who do you fuck?
His mom.
Another character. We don't really have his mom.
Oh, so you're saying that, like, if we turn him down, his advances or whatever, that instead of just cutting it dry, leaving it at that and essentially breaking his heart, you want us to find him a guy?
Yeah. We'll hook him up with Dexter.
Do we have to do that? Why can't it just be like, you say no and that's it? Like, are we going to make Kevin cry? Like, what's going on?
Anon's too nice of a person to just leave Kevin hanging.
You can just be platonic bros.
Yeah,
You don't need a whole fixing him up with somebody else.
Yeah, I feel like that's adding more work for nothing, really. Like,
and Kevin doesn't have confidence issues. Like, he's not going to be so distraught that Anon said no. That he's like, I can't possibly get on with my life.
Yeah, he seems like a confident person.
Yeah,
like,
he's not Judas.
Yeah. I don't know. Listen, we have a long way before we work on Kevin, okay?
Yeah.
A very, very long way.
So, in answer to your original question, then, probably not a Kevin update for Halloween.
Yeah, that's what we were originally asking, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, but would easy Halloween update just be someone decides to throw a small Halloween party and they dress up as something?
Just look, there's an easy solution. We just send Eve to the crypt, and we end the rumors and the speculation and the people crying for it, and we solve the update issue. Done.
She walks in the crypt, sees nothing, walks out, calls it good.
Please address your complaints to chico@usa.com.
Here's my mailing address for all love mail. No hate mail accepted.
Could we add the monster girl that I've been wanting to add? If we did that.
We can add the spider girl.
Which one? There's so many that you want, Sploosh.
Is there?
Oh, I know what you're speaking of now.
I mean, there is. I know which one you're talking about, but like DC's never gonna guess it.
What, the Sasquatch?
No.
You guessed it.
Ugh.
No.
Well, which one? There's so many you like, Sploosh. DM me who you're talking about. Is it so that you can't even mention it?
Oh, you can't DM at the moment, DC.
Yeah, I can.
What?
No, Discord's down.
A lot of people's Discords.
Yeah, Discord is
DM on
crashing.
Picardo.
Easy mode.
You can DM into Cardo?
Yeah, on Picardo you can whisper. It's called whisper.
It may have come back up, actually. I just checked. So.
Discord finally fixed its shit.
Can we put the janitor here? I guess so. Isn't there another character? Yeah, she's there. If we put the janitor here, what is he doing and where is he?
He's just sleeping.
As long as he doesn't block Eve when she's spying in the thing, I think it's fine.
Eve is spying?
Like, just make his button part of the door, the janitor closet door.
No, that's fine. We did that. Like, if you look at the stream, like, this is fine. This is okay.
Oh,
I'm talking about the other button when he's upstairs on the second floor that you wrote. And, like, Annie's already has a button here. She's, like, the hallway monitor.
Well, we're not putting him in multiple positions for the tech update.
Well, I was thinking maybe he's, like, drinking water and you can see his ass crack. Sorry, Rover. You know, maybe he's just, like, here and he's, like, drinking.
You could have him cleaning the floor, like, on all fours, kind of like Consuelo does.
No, he's just mopping. He's too lazy to do that much work. Come on.
Or maybe he's scraping gum up off the floor with one of those... What are they called?
I think he's just mopping. He's either mopping or drinking water here. I don't know.
Why would he drink water?
Because he's thirsty? What do you mean? People don't
He
drink
has
water?
alcohol.
We're not placing it now, Stray. He's just making the buttons for later.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, why are we deciding what the button is and where it goes before we know how we're going to use the locations in, like, the next couple of updates where we don't really need the janitor? Like, because Annie might not stay there, in which case that space will be free. Or we might have a scene with Judith that needs to take place here, in which case he might be in the way. Is all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Sap's got an interesting question. Does the school janitor block the Consuelo job quest? School, then Martinez gets mad.
Oh, no, because it could be like, we could just be like, they need extra. Like, it doesn't have to be just one janitor at the school. There could be two or something.
I mean, he seems lazy as fuck, so they might be looking for another one.
Yeah. Discord is back? I don't know, is it?
Looks like it. You can try pinging everyone saying you're 1 hour late to the stream.
That's just mean, isn't it? Okay, Rover, what do you think your character is doing here? If he's at work, okay, let's wait. Is that in the morning here, Sploosh, when he's sleeping?
Yeah, the mornings when he's dozing off in the art hallway.
Yeah, and then in the afternoon he's upstairs in the second floor.
Yeah, I mean that was my idea to put him for now, but
Yeah.
put him in. I just assumed he's dozing in the morning, he's working in the afternoon, and then at night he's just like smoking or something.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're not placing him for now, and we don't know what he'll conflict with in future, how do we even know what his schedule is?
Well, this is like his default schedule at the beginning of the game. So you
Yeah.
start the game, this is what his character's doing.
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
can all change as the game goes and the stories progress.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got it. So when is he in Miss Smith's office fucking her?
Jab, yeah, it's because it's her old button. We're gonna change it when we do her story, you know? Right now there's no point. But yeah.
I don't even remember why Annie was there in the first place.
I think it's just
She
like
had to be somewhere.
yeah.
Because she's hall monitoring or something, isn't she? Because she
Yeah.
gives you like 2 lines of dialogue and tells you to piss off.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. She takes her hall monitor business very seriously.
What's up, Grizzy?
Okay, Dark. Clearly, he wouldn't want to be sleeping in the girls' restroom because he would have to listen to Judith crying nonstop.
Why are you guys so mean to Judith all the time?
Because isn't she crying at the moment whenever you go into the bathroom?
I mean,
No, it's only the first time, I think.
okay, is it
Got
okay
it.
if we put the janitor here like this? Or no?
I don't care.
I think it's okay, but
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, we're probably only going to use the button in the left hallway right now anyways.
mhm.
So like Stray said, we don't have to add it now.
Is he drinking or mopping or cleaning it? Because
Both.
he seems to be in the middle, possibly doing all three.
He's mopping, come on.
He's trying to get a drink while mopping.
But it's true that right now we could just leave that one button, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's
if you click
dozing there.
him, does he like wake up and that's it? Like he just goes like, oh, and then he takes a swig and that's it, and then goes back to sleeping.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
Just like kind of complains at MC for waking him up.
yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I guess I don't need to finish all those buttons then. We don't need them yet.
Got to do the Jade stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody likes Jade.
Yeah, true. I see nothing wrong with Jade.
Is Judith gonna get freaky? What do you think, Sploosh?
What do you mean by get freaky?
I think she's gonna get desperate.
Freaky in bed, I think he means.
Oh yeah. I think Judith will be the most like aggressive one in bed of all the girls, schoolgirls.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna piss in her mouth, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
If there is a character that's gonna do that, it would probably be Judith. Yes.
I think Judith just seems down for anything that'll get her accepted.
Hey, you're all about the pee-pee and the poo-poo this week, huh, DC?
Oh, you know it.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm so sad about the hijab girl not being the computer lab teacher. Ugh.
I like the Native American more.
The Native American girl's really cute.
Let you go. We know that you just like to lick, Captain Sploosh's butt about all his ideas. Okay, we get it.
That's
okay?
not true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's a decent amount of things.
Are you gonna turn this stream into another ambush? Is that what's going on?
No. Sploosh has good ideas at times.
At times.
Ah, shit, my stream froze again.
Hey, Pagona. Scat porn, she needs it? Yeah, you sure about that?
No, that ain't gonna fucking happen.
Hellgate, I agree, yeah. It would have been better, right? What is the computer teacher's name? What's her name again? Catherine?
Cat.
Yeah, Catherine Holt.
It was supposed to be a little cloud, but then people got a little... It's Catherine. Okay, we're gonna put her here.
Kings. We speak English. I can't read that.
Is she sitting behind the desk?
I would say yeah. Makes sense.
Or standing near it.
I think she should be at her desk, right?
She looks giant as fuck.
Is that good?
That looks good.
Hey, playa. Thanks, Draga. Will we see the hijabi girl in the future? Yeah, probably. I think me and Stray will eventually make an update behind Sploosh's back without him knowing, and we'll release her. Kind of like how he injects his dialogue about future characters without telling us.
I do not.
That often.
Yeah, I missed that. What are we doing behind Sploosh's back?
Nothing.
No, not behind my back. I need to know.
Don't worry, I'll tell you later.
The hijab girl inserting her in the game without telling Sploosh.
Oh, cool. I am down.
Oh, cool. Oops.
Wait, should we make the hijab girl hairy to please Sploosh?
Who? The hijab girl?
Yeah, because doesn't Sploosh like hairy women? Isn't that right, Sploosh?
I think Sploosh left.
I know he said something froze on him at one point. Sploosh, you all good?
I'm here.
So you like hairy women, from what I remember, right?
No. Jesus Christ.
Yes, you do.
Then why the fuck do you want a Sasquatch girl if you don't like hairy women?
Yeah.
Because I thought the Sasquatch girl would be fun to write when we were talking about what was going on there.
Like she's a
but
strong
I'm also
woman?
very happy with the wolf girl. What?
No,
I thought that... This was back when we were talking about, the witch versus the other character.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, making the Sasquatch girl her, she was her little peon or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Back when the witch was going to be evil. And the Sasquatch girl would be, under her control, but nice.
Do you say peon or pawn?
I said peon, but it's basically the same thing.
Mm. Sometimes I say peon, and then people, shit on me for saying it that way. They're like, nah, it's pawn.
No,
Wait,
then
no,
you just
pawn
smack
is
them.
P-A-W-N. Peon is P-E-O-N. They're two different words.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
They have similar meanings, though.
Do they?
I think
Yeah.
Sploosh meant minion, though.
Yeah, they're similar but distinct.
Don't they mean the same thing though?
They're
No,
close.
Okay, never mind. Maybe I'm just a dumbass, I guess.
But Sploosh, don't you also ask for more women to have Bush in the game?
I was the one that was championing that when there were no women with Bush in the game. But now that we have some women with Bush in the game, I'm happy and no longer pushing for it.
You know what we have to do, Sploosh? I mean, straight. You know what I realized? We have to find something to leverage against the hijab girl. You know what I mean? We have to approach this the smart way because Sploosh is not going to move, right? We have to find something that Sploosh wants so bad. It's so juicy to him, right? We're only going to add it if you allow us to do this, right? We have to bargain with him. You know, we're not approaching this the right way.
I mean, I want to believe you, but I can't imagine Sploosh going so nuclear if he ever thought he would move on it. So whatever it is, not even Sploosh knows it would make him move yet.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, we have time to think about it, I think.
Oh yeah, so back to the Native American girl. So
Yeah.
she's sitting behind her desk.
Yeah, she's just there for now. And you talk to her, and she maybe stands up, or we can draw her behind her desk, whatever. You know.
Is she gonna take over June's role of trying to fix the printer?
Not for the time being. When we revisit Eric, maybe. She could have like a decent amount of role in Eric's story, to be honest.
Yeah, because so much of it takes place in this single room.
No, but like, you know, June obviously hangs out in there a lot, so she's related to Eric's story. Eric is probably going to spend a lot of time in the computer room at school because, you know, where else is he going to hang out? I mean, I don't know, I think there's potential there, you know?
I mean, he hangs out in the cafeteria for one tick because he's helping out Kevin.
Yeah, true. He's in the cafeteria playing cards by himself sometimes.
And then in a different tick, he's in the science room for class.
Mm-hmm.
And then isn't for the final tick, he's in his room playing a game.
Oh, I see, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're right that there's potential there, but then there's also so many characters in Eric's route already.
I'm not saying a lot of content, I'm saying she can appear in a few quests by saying a few lines, you know, or maybe one loot event. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying we're going to bang her against the computer, you know, but yeah.
Yeah, like similar level of involvement to Bridget and Eve's route. Maybe.
Exactly. I'm just saying we can use her, like, because she is part of the computer lab, and obviously June and Eric are going to be in the computer lab quite a lot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the whole Eric stuck in the cafeteria thing is probably not needing to stay because at the moment it's just an excuse to help Kevin get to the gym. But there are better ways to do that.
Mm-hmm. You're saying these have not re-exported? Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, she's going to need a wipe on her directory if that's the case.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Where is Yo-Yo?
Jab, I don't know if it will be added, but I would say no, because it's not really like a class, it's just a computer room. So there would be no reason for there to be grades connected to it. DC, for the computer lab, it's gonna just be like just a normal computer lab, not an actual class like how science, art, and languages, right?
I don't know. It's up to Sploosh.
But PE is an actual dedicated class, Jab. In the US, most of the time, a computer lab is just somewhere you go to do projects. It's not an actual class with a grade.
Yeah, it's up to Sploosh. I had envisioned that maybe she was gonna give a grade, you know, but if she gives a grade, we have to give her like an actual story, which is similar to all the other teachers. If she's not giving a grade, then she's just a minor character like Consuela, you know. That's it.
Yeah, I'm fine either way.
Mm-hmm. It all depends on how intricate we want the whole grading thing, graduating thing, leading to the prom night thing is going to be, basically, you know. Do we want to only keep 4 or 5 teachers? Do we want to have 6 teachers? You know, it's all up to that, right?
I think I mildly prefer her being like the lab tech for the computer labs than
A teacher with a
computing
grade?
teacher, because, well, not for any particular reason other than I don't really think we need another teacher route, but also there's currently no room for her to have a dedicated office, which every other teacher would have.
True. But maybe the computer lab is her office.
She can be the computer resource teacher.
Talk about getting shortchanged.
I mean, that's what they do with all electronics for classes. So like, oh, you don't matter that much. We'll use like 10-year-old products.